Welcome to Clydesdale Media. Fueled by C4, Cellucor, and Extend. Use the code Clydesdale to get 20% off at checkout at c4energy.com. On Clydesdale Media, where we bring you the widest array of content here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notifier so you're the first to know when new episodes are available. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Clydesdale Media Roundtable. My name is Scott Schweitzer. I am the Clydesdale. We have with us the hip replacement specialist, Charlie Odie. We have Amy Radowski, and we have Kat Shear. And hopefully Kat is still in one piece.
Thank you for not giving me a title.
Amy and I seem to be the only healthy people in the bunch.
Except for her shoulder and back.
Healthy buns.
Knees.
Yeah, but at least we're not falling off shelves or having a new hip put in or anything like that. So we haven't seen Charlie for a couple weeks. We need to open up with an update on how the surgery went, how you're feeling, and how many squats are you doing a day?
Surgery went as well as expected. Apparently it was worse in there than was anticipated. What I found is that the actual problem is my knee hurts really bad. And what the doctor said is because they have to manipulate it so much to get your hip out of there that they put you in positions that I don't remember happening, but
you mean as you recover right now your knee is hurting?
My knee is the worst of all of it.
Okay. Is that common? It sounds like
it's common.
Okay.
But probably 4 weeks of that.
So your heel's not supposed to be up by your ear?
It should not. My leg is now longer than the other, allegedly.
Oh.
So I am taller, which I guess it has its benefits. On one side at least.
That'll change, right?
That'll change.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had the same phenomenon when I had my surgery. I didn't have a hip replacement. I had a labral tear repair, but I remember being in the shower like 2 weeks post-op and literally both legs relaxed, completely just relaxed. And I was like this, and I had a panic attack. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I'm never going to be normal again. So that's interesting. It happened to you too.
Well,
we can't say you're normal.
It's true. But both my legs are the same length again since I've recovered.
Yeah.
So how's the pain coming out of it?
Pain's good. I don't really feel the hip. I mean, other than like the scar buildup, but which makes it stiff. But other than that, doing some upper body stuff this week. We'll see how that works out. Squats. I'm gonna be up to like 300 a day probably by next week.
How quickly did they get?
So you went.
What?
How quickly did they get you moving post-op?
About 30 minutes.
Good. Okay.
They didn't put tennis balls.
I was just gonna say
walker though.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
So you went to a walker, and then you went to a cane. Where are we today?
I'm still supposed to be on the cane, but I walk around with a limp, like a Huggy Bear. You
just got that Detroit lean going on.
Just got that Detroit leano.
Hey, when can you drive?
Well, when can I drive, or when am I supposed to? I'm not supposed to until April, but I might today because I got things to do.
Well, let me know what time you're going to be out on the road.
Right. This is your right hip, I take it.
Right hip.
Right hip. Right.
Can you stay on the northwest quadrant of the city, just so I know where to avoid?
Listen, I got full pedal down, all gas, no brakes.
Okay. Now we're going to replace the other side.
Hey, whatever. Half man, half amazing.
Hey, do you need the other one done?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet.
So you don't.
Now that you jinxed me, probably.
This wasn't like a bilateral plan. This was always just the one leg. I mean, I know people that have dysplasia and things and that need to get both. So I just wondered. That's good.
Nope.
One and done.
Not bilateral.
Did they fix your front rack while you were in surgery?
They did not.
Okay.
I wanted them to fix my other hernia that's still out there, but they wouldn't do that either.
Yeah.
We're just riding with that one.
We'll
They just tucked it up into the pelvis and
they just said, "You're
get
fine
it out of the
with
way."
this. It's on the other side. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
Man,
So you're not bilateral. You're just bi-curious.
That's right. And bilingual.
Okay.
What about Kat's update?
Well, yeah. Speaking of not paying attention to doctor's orders,
herniated things. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'd like to share, but
Yeah, that's up to you. What you're
I had some minor surgery on Thursday. It was not pleasant. I almost passed out driving home because I was in so much pain. Never before have I felt pain like this. And I've given birth and had surgeries and done all kinds of crazy things. Yeah. So fun weekend. Hobbling around a little bit. And yeah, back to normal today. I did like 2 workouts. I'm good to go.
Okay.
Are you saying that we can't ask you a question?
You can ask me a question if you want.
What's that right above your head, Charlie?
You mean this ass up here?
What's that ass?
Oh God, guys.
Oh, okay. Anywho, Scott,
so
you work out.
I missed my workout today.
How'd that
Work has been awful. I had a project that was supposed to take 2 hours. We're on day 4 of that project, and I had to run the script over lunch, so I had to reschedule for this evening. So I'm going to go in tonight.
It's a fun workout.
It is. It's very similar to last Monday's,
Mhm.
which was really good for me. So I'm actually excited to get after this one. A lot of rowing.
Yep. Rowing, devil's press, hand release push-ups, and
thrusters.
dumbbell thrusters.
Yeah.
Did you
Did
say
I miss-
devil press? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, but not that many.
Okay.
I did 20 handstand push-ups unbroken.
Dag.
So did you do RX Plus of that workout, or were you just doing them for fun?
I did that workout, but I did 400-meter row. I did the 30 handstand push-ups, and then I did I did like level 1 on the weights. I did like 20-pound dumbbells for the devil's press and the thrusters because I didn't think I should lift heavy. So my doctor said I can't for 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's like, you got this from heavy squats. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to not squat heavy. And he's like, well, you're going to get this again. And I'm like, oh, well, it took me 50 years to get my first one. So we'll see what happens. If by the time I'm 100, I need another surgery, oh, well. But someone's going to have to knock me out next time because there's no way I can endure that pain again.
Yeah.
So are you doing the same?
The shroud of mystery.
Yeah. I asked that last time, Charlie. Kat's using some of the IBEX programming.
Yep.
No, I was
Doing that. And then one of my friends who just started up CrossFit up in PA sent me his workout, and I did that workout too because it looked fun. So there was 5 rounds for time of 30 double unders, 10 wall balls, and 10 snatches. So I did that too. I was feeling good.
Yeah. This is what I did today. I did an EMOM for 10 minutes of 5 clean and jerks. We've been doing it for 4 weeks, so we've been increasing weight. So I did this at 80 pounds today. So 50 clean and jerks just to start off the day. Yeah. Then it was run 400 meters, 5 rounds of 5 strict pull-ups, 5 strict handstand push-ups, 15 ab mat sit-ups, and then run 400 meters. So that's Lisa, I'm guessing, coughing in the background.
True.
Okay. Yeah.
In the snow? Is it running in the snow?
Yeah. You know why?
No.
I'm not a little bitch.
Mm.
It wasn't that bad. It was like 30 something degrees out. And it was a 400-meter run.
None of those things sound pleasant.
Right?
Then run faster.
Really?
That's what I say.
Yeah, I'll be a little bitch and just do the bike or the row.
Yeah, that's what some other people chose to do, but I ran.
I ran last week, one of my workouts.
Yay.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I actually can't wait to run.
Those things you take for granted, right?
Yep. When you're just sitting here not doing anything.
I get it for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to get into a little bit of running this year. Back to it. Nothing crazy, but at least a little bit for some of the workouts. But we'll see.
How was your weekend?
I did
guys?
get
Anything fun over the weekend?
Yeah, you want to know what? I'm not even kidding. You know what? Most of my weekend consisted of sleeping, and it was amazing.
Awesome.
I went to bed before 9 p.m. on Friday night and Saturday night, and I couldn't have been happier about it. Mm-hmm. Then Saturday we had our gym like wrap up party for the Open, and they announced the winners of the teams, and my team was the winning team, Team Purple. And it's no coincidence that yesterday Noble sent out Purple Perseveres, and there's a sale on all the purple stuff. So,
oh really?
Yep, not a coincidence on that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dog sat for my daughter this weekend, so I could not breathe for 24 hours. And my dog is known for its hyperactivity, but my daughter's dog is way worse. It was so bad. Walter was going into a cage, his or hers, and just hiding to get peace.
Oh.
Is there a lack of discipline going on there?
They discipline the dog a lot. It's just a puppy who wants to play all the time. And like Walter wants to play, but then he wants to rest. And there was no rest time for Walter. And finally he was like over it and going, I'm just going to go in the cage, lock me in, and I'm good here for a while.
Keep that bitch away from me.
Yeah. Pretty much. So yesterday was recovery day from the asthma on Saturday. And I took Benadryl Saturday night and slept 11 hours. So I was on the same train as Amy. And that's the most I've slept in a very long time. So
that's great.
Because my average is like 6-ish if I'm lucky. And to get that 11, I felt amazing yesterday.
Nice.
I was asleep by 9:30 on Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
We are old.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Very tired.
When the highlights of the weekend are, we went to bed early and got lots of sleep.
Although, guys, I've been going out a little bit more than I usually do. And I've been drinking a lot more alcohol than I've probably had more drinks in the last 2 weeks that I've had in the last year. And I'm trying to figure out how to balance the fun and the health and all that, because I'm a cheap date. You know, I went to this brewing company in Kennett, and they have these like cans of cocktails, I guess.
Yeah.
And this like peach mango vodka tea thing, 12.5% alcohol.
Woo!
That sounds right up my alley.
So
after it.
I had one of those and like was stumbling out of the restaurant or out of the bar to go eat. Like I hadn't had anything to eat. And I kind of embarrassed myself. It was not a proud moment.
After one?
Yeah. I mean, I don't, because I'm not.
Yeah, we're gonna need to work on that.
Out of practice. I don't know that I want to get used to it though. You know, I kind of just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, I can have, I'm just as fun without it for sure. I think.
Yeah.
Agreed, Bruce. 12.5%. And then at dinner, I just had water because I was like,
You're like, I gotta
fill up my belly.
Yes.
Just hydrate.
That's where balance comes in.
That was the night I was in bed by 9:30.
Oh, there we go.
It was
Yeah,
bad.
That explains it.
that's a cheap date. That's just efficient.
Right,
Awesome.
exactly. Efficient. I like that's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to the beach next weekend for St. Patrick's Day.
Bethany Beach.
Close. Like towards Rehoboth and Lewis. Actually, it's like on the bay side.
Okay.
But my girlfriend has a house down there, so I'm gonna try to get out of here on Friday afternoon after I film with CrossFit Raid, and head down for a couple nights.
Nice.
So there will be more alcohol involved, I'm sure.
Yes. Well, just make sure you're drinking plenty of water and eating at the same time.
I'm gonna try to exercise a little bit too while I'm down there.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring like a dumbbell or two. Might as well, or just drop in at a. There's a couple CrossFit gyms down there I could drop in.
I'm feeling so proud.
Yep, you are definitely my inspiration for that.
Good.
It can be done. I just need a jump rope and a dumbbell, and I'm fine.
Yep, that's it. You can so many things. Only one dumbbell too.
Right. Yep.
That's it.
Got it.
Charlie, what did you do this weekend? Did you dance?
I may have. I don't quite remember. Mostly sit.
Okay.
And then I had some of Fleck Azul, which is Mark Wahlberg's tequila, of course, because why not? Probably the greatest tequila ever, and why not?
Does it come with a pair of bitch mittens?
I wish it did. Some municipal pants.
But you've had the Rocks tequila before, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah, because I thought I've had that with Lisa once before. So between Wahlberg and the Rocks, which is better?
About the same.
Okay.
They're all better than Patron.
Okay.
I hear if you mix them together, it's a pain and gain.
Did you drink it in a shot form or like in a glass and sophisticated?
Sophisticated.
Chilled on the rocks.
Chilled.
Neat.
Chilled on the rocks.
Okay.
No additives.
So my favorite is Cabo Wabo because of my guy Sammy Hagar. Have you had that before?
I have not.
All right. We may have to do a tasting, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, great.
Live on the air.
Let's do it.
Line them up.
I don't drink tequila.
We'll get Kevin Hart's in there.
Who said you were invited, Amy? This is a bro show.
I just was saying, I mean, I tasted that one time when Lisa had the Rocks, but I don't drink tequila.
I like tequila.
Tequila is the worst.
That's Bruce.
Just kidding, Amy. We love you. You'd always be invited.
It's okay. I just don't. So somebody, in fact, at the party for the open gave me a shot. And then I was like, I don't like to do this. I don't like shots. I feel aggressive. So I just don't do hard alcohol. But then I felt a little peer pressure because but you won, so you have to try this. And so I tried it. And my face was like, no, it was not. Didn't like it.
Well, we had a listener write in on a comment, and it's an OG listener, Amy Hill. Amy and I actually got to meet her at the 21 CrossFit Games.
Yep.
She's a physical therapist and has been a listener of the show forever. And she actually had a question that she wanted to pose out there. So as an OG listener, we want to help her out. She wanted to know about master scaling. So in the master division, the 35 to 54 do the same weights and the same workout as the open division. And then in her words, at 55, there is a steep dive to the scaling of what the weights are and the gymnastics are after 55. Should it be more incremental as you age? Should there be some scaling earlier, in other words, or are we good with the way it is? She, as a physical therapist, thinks it's really hard on her body to do the open weights at the age of 50.
So here's my take. I think CrossFit drew a line in the sand somewhere to say this is where things are going to get easier and this is where things are going to stay. I think if they made too many delineations across divisions for the open, it would be a little crazy in terms of what kind of dumbbells do you need, what size kettlebell do you need, and all this other stuff. So in terms of weight, I understand why CrossFit does what they do. It's an interesting concept. I would love to see more delineation between the age groups, even starting at 45 maybe, or 50 obviously, because that's where I'm at now. But I just think logistically it's difficult to do that. And I think in competition it is too. I mean, every time you have a different division and a different thing, it just becomes another, it's exponentially harder to sort of support that, whether it's equipment, scorecards, you think about all the things that need to go into it, or standards that you have to write. It just makes it a lot more complex.
So Intrest says, the way things are going, I think the scaling should be more incremental as athletes age up in divisions. And I will even say on the other end of that, in the 55 to 60 or 55 to 59, I've heard athletes say that jump down is way too much at that point, because you're not just covering a 55-year-old, but you have to go all the way to 65 plus with those weights. And they're saying that the dive from 55 down is so steep that it almost doesn't feel like a real workout at that point. So, but I do understand they drew a line in the sand, and this is where kind of like it ended up. I got into a really good conversation with Jamie Latimer last night on our show with her about how the Masters division is not really treated. And these are my words, not hers. The Masters division isn't treated very well right now. It is kind of an afterthought. And I do think that probably the only solution to this is to contract out the Masters division to another organization who has the time to put into breaking it up throughout the divisions and can do a better job of that. CrossFit HQ has too much on their plate to figure out all of this stuff moving forward.
Yeah.
My opinion.
I agree wholeheartedly that if they're going to do it, it's probably going to have to get separated from the mainstream games thing because of all the logistics that would need to go with it.
But just like Adaptive is run by like
Mhm.
Kevin Ogar and all of
Yeah.
that, you could still keep it in the open and just have a masters group and a teen group do the adjustments on the weights and everything for their divisions, and then do the video submissions and all of that stuff for CrossFit, but still keep it in line with like the same style of workout.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
If you're
that I'm just looking at like logistically, like running the Friday night lights, we had over 150 people doing the open at the gym, and it's already hard enough, organizing the scaled, the teen division and that aspect. But not only that, it leaves more room for mistakes with judging and the judges like keeping track of what the weights are and that sort of thing. So I personally, like, I could see a benefit of having the age groups, yes, modified slightly, like a tier towards as that progresses. But logistically, as an affiliate, trying to produce this great event for the athletes, it seems like a nightmare.
Yeah, and when you think about it, everybody's in the same boat. If I'm 50 and in a division and somebody's 54 and in a division, we're doing the same workout. Whether we think it's too hard or too easy, we're still doing the same workout. Mm-hmm. And the same thing for the 55 plus. If the 55 to 59 people think it's too easy, that's fine, but it should be easy for everybody, right? You're all still doing the same workout. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think her comment was more from almost like a physical therapy point of view, that her body hurt during this part. And was that good for someone of her age to be doing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, then she should scale.
That's where I'm at. I think that individuals sometimes are going to have to make decisions based on like, hey, that weight is not doable for me. Maybe I can do something different, not posting a score necessarily, but I can do, if 65 is is too light, but 95 is too heavy. Maybe I can just adjust what I do for me and do like I would for a WOD. I'll do 75 instead or something, you know?
Yeah. For the
So one other thing,
I think
I'll
that's,
go ahead, Kat, finish up.
I just think as a recreational CrossFitter, that's totally appropriate. And even if you want to go a little heavier than scaled, but not RX to get a good workout in, and you're still going to call it scaled, who cares? Like, just put your score in, you know, nobody's checking your shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
So one other thing I wanted to talk about, since we're all masters, is I learned this last night while talking to Jamie, and then did research after the show to get clarification on everything. Did you know, and because Kat, you and Amy have qualified for quarterfinals, that the individual quarterfinals start this weekend? They go 3 days. You have 3 submission windows to put in your scores. Masters, they have cut down to 2 days with 2 submission windows and 1 less workout.
Friday and Saturday, right? Is that
correct? It is Friday to Saturday, Saturday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Are the 2 submission windows. I really hate that. And I hate it because they don't get an in-person semifinal. And by cutting the test back, I think that it actually hurts legitimate athletes' chances of getting to the next phase, with it all being online and only 4 tests. And you know, one of those is going to be a lift, and that lift is going to hurt. It's going to hold too much water in that weekend.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I still feel like you're going to get the fittest out of there. I mean, I understand that some of the fringe athletes, yes, it's going to weed out some of the fringe athletes who may have a chance, but
yeah, I don't think it's going to weed out the people that are going to be on the podium anyway.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know. I don't even think I'm going to do quarterfinals. I don't think logistically I'll have enough time.
Yeah, I just think that, I don't know. They put in just as much work as everybody else, and it just seems like an afterthought again that this is happening. And it's not just masters, it's teens as well. And I think that when you reduce the number of tests, then it has a better inclination to be skewed in one way or another.
But what did the online age group qualifiers look like in the past? I still think this is more robust than the process getting to the games in the past, because now you've got 2 layers to get through instead of 1.
Right, but
right?
Each test wipes clean, right? So age group online qualifier was 5 workouts. And I don't know what semifinals are yet. I haven't looked into that, but quarters, seems like you're going from 10% to top 30.
AGOQ was 5 workouts?
I believe it was.
Okay. I don't remember that. I thought it was like 3.
Charlie, did our friend Darren's going to do quarterfinals, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder what his percentile was. I bet he was 98th percentile or something up there.
Are you going to do it, Aim? I mean, you'll do, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the workouts are going to be. I may not be able to do them.
Yeah, I'll be fine as long, as soon as the GHD come out. I hate those.
Well, I got the ring muscle ups out of the way.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
True. But we didn't have the box, no dumbbells.
Nope.
So
all the low back killing things are coming. No deadlifts.
Yeah.
No lunges. It's going to be great.
No jerks.
Nope.
Yeah.
Handstand push-ups, stand walking, kettlebell snatches.
Pistols.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
30-inch box jumps.
Barf.
Bring it.
Wall-facing handstand push-ups.
I hope our muscle-ups will be there, Bruce.
So speaking of this weekend, we have the individual starting on Thursday. The workouts will be announced at 3 p.m. Eastern time, noon Pacific. And they will get 2 workouts announced. They will have 24 hours to complete those 2 workouts and submit them. Then another 2 will be released. They will have another 24 hours to do those 2 workouts, submit, and then Saturday to Sunday is 1 workout. They have 24 hours to get that and submit it. This weekend, we are going to be covering that. I know Kat is at the beach, so we probably don't have her, but
Friday. I'll be there Friday.
Okay. So every evening we will be doing a show as this stuff happens. And I have agreements from all of our athletes that we're following that they're going to call me. I'm going to record a FaceTime with them, getting sound bites of how it went that day. And then we will include those in our show that night as we recap everything, because everybody's going to be on different schedules. To try to coordinate all that into like a show would be nearly impossible. So we're kind of adapting in this way. And they've all agreed to do it. So I'm super stoked that they have done that. And we will be sharing all of their insights and where they go. And on Sunday, we'll get to see, did they make it to semis or not?
Yeah.
And for some of our athletes, that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
For others, that's an expectation. And we don't know how it's going to go. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Can I be intoxicated on the show?
Sure.
Can I do that?
Sure.
That'll be fun.
We can always mute you and kick you off if need to be.
Okay. See how that goes.
I'm judging. I'm going to be judging this weekend with it.
Do you guys have a lot of people doing it?
I think I'm just going to have one person do it. There's a couple of people who made it through both Masters and Open, but they've decided to only do the Open one. I'm sorry, only do the Masters one. So I'm going to go do I'm going to judge the athlete that is doing the Open one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go to my gym and film some of the workouts just to have like video of what they look like, because we can't really get to any of our other athletes this weekend, because we have,
I'm getting to my athlete this weekend on Friday.
Yeah, so we have your footage. We'll have some footage from me, and I'll get some footage of just some of the workouts throughout the weekend.
Hi, Claire.
Pick up your food, Claire.
Claire's picking up her food.
She's becoming a regular on the show.
Be a regular on the show.
So yeah, because we have like I think 9 or 10 doing it this weekend.
Wow, that's a lot. My bubby's home from school.
Mine too.
Yay!
Yay!
Is this spring break or did he just come home?
It's spring break.
Okay.
Spring break.
Right. He's eating a lot of food. He gave me a long list of groceries to shop for before he came home. And then he got home and said, hey, can we go to the grocery store? So there's more.
Yeah.
He makes this really good high protein French toast concoction. It's really good. The macros are amazing. Bye, Claire.
I just got a recipe for protein French toast.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm anxious to hear what you say.
Yeah, it's like, a whole bunch of egg whites. I think that's the only protein that's in it, just egg whites. But it's like 40 grams of protein. He makes like 4 or 5 pieces of French toast, and it's just regular bread, like a low calorie bread. And he uses sugar-free syrup on it, and he puts cinnamon on it, and he uses a little stevia or some kind of, like sweetener in the batter. But it's really, really good. And
I think my recipe has a bowl that's made of Greek yogurt and cottage cheese, like blended up.
Okay.
So that's adding more protein to the top.
Yeah.
Because I just got a recipe from Lex. It's called cracked chicken. That is pulled chicken with Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and fat-free shredded cheese. And it's it is a ton of protein in like a little bit, and it makes a nice little sandwich. I put it on a Carb Smart bun, and it's awesome. Been eating it for a week, and it's blowing up my protein numbers.
Blowing it up.
Good. I mean, that's for me. That's the hardest thing for me to get in.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it's the hardest thing for me, because if I would went in 2 years ago to this, and you told me the hardest thing will be protein, I'd laugh at you.
Yeah.
And really, it is the hardest thing. The hardest thing for me to get for some reason. I think the carbs just add up so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I like carbs with my protein. That's the problem.
Right. Yeah.
I don't like just gnawing on chicken or,
Yeah.
it's not fun.
No.
With toast and rice and all those other fun things, it makes it easier to eat. So we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to put out a plea to our listeners. If you were listening at the end of last week, we started doing a couple human interest stories. We had Josh Hicks and his friend Adam Ellison, who Adam lost 145 pounds through the support of Josh, kind of coaching him. And we shared that story. And then on Friday, we talked about to a woman who signed up for the Open for the first time and realized that she had a trip planned to Europe. And so she dropped in at different gyms throughout the UK to do the Open, and what that experience was like. And it was her first Open, and she repeated every workout.
No.
Because she didn't know any better.
Mm.
And so if you guys, our listeners, know any cool stories in your local boxes or your local area, we would love to spotlight those and share those on the show. Because I actually love doing those shows as much, if not more, than the elite athletes. I just think they're the coolest, and love meeting new people. So if you have any of those stories, please shoot me a DM on Instagram or leave a comment in the YouTube of how I can get in touch with you, and I will reach out. But we beg of you for that, because we love those stories, and it's so much fun sharing them.
Agreed.
So Bruce, I don't know who Hector is. You'll have to give me more details in a DM.
Okay. Yeah. I thought we did, but yes.
So we have a listener named Hector. I just don't know. I don't know the story. So
Did you guys see that Adam was on Sevon today?
I didn't.
Adam Kramer from Greenberry Project.
No.
It's good.
I saw you in the chat.
Oh yeah, I saw you in the chat. Yes. Yeah, that was good. That was good. I learned more about Adam than from our interview, which was nice because it wasn't a regurgitation of what we did.
Yeah, I liked how they took it a little bit further of like the development of the program and the building and the facility and the funding and all of that. But it's been what, 2 years since we've had him on?
He was like episode 50 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he was 50.
Okay. Yeah.
And ours is more about like his crime syndicate.
Right.
We got so into the crime part.
Feds.
Yeah. And how he was running from the feds and
Yeah.
He's so funny. And we got to see Audrey. Audrey made an appearance, so that was fun. And of course, Sevon thinks she's hot because she is.
Yeah. So Jamie jumped in. Hey, Jamie, we talked about you earlier in the show and you missed all that. So
Corey, what
you
the
have to
hell?
go back and listen.
Corey's super late.
I know. Like, what's up with that?
Burpees.
Well, we changed our time, so that could be.
Yeah. And just so you know, going forward, I have a standing meeting at 2:30 now. We are going at 3:30 Eastern time every week moving forward. We've had to adjust for that meeting, and Amy is supposed to update the calendar.
I will do it. I was driving home.
Mondays.
No,
Are we doing something on Thursday for the release of the workouts? Are we gonna hang
We
out?
can. We have a show at 7, so we can do it in the afternoon for sure.
Yeah.
It probably won't. 3:00?
Mhm.
It'll be released. Let's just go 2:45.
Hold on.
Thursday.
Yeah, I can do
How
that.
does that work?
Well, it won't work for me, but I'll put it in the calendar.
Sweet.
I'll join
Okay.
again because I'm in the office. You know, we'll
Doing your thing.
Yeah. It's always risky when you join late because then we don't know if we're going to stay on the air or not.
You know what? You did a good job today of not muting yourself.
Yeah, I got to tell you, last night I was interviewing Jamie and I muted myself as always. And she even like gave me shit
Good.
for muting myself last night. It's just become a thing. It's my
shtick.
It's my little quirk.
Well, then how about can just be my thing of just ending the thing.
Right.
Yeah. Except Cheryl took your thunder yesterday
Well,
and ended the weight loss show prematurely as well.
did you go back on, or did you just bag it?
Nah. By the time so just so you guys realize, when you go off the air, you have to set up a whole new broadcast to get back on the air. And it was by the time it was done, I probably would have lost all the listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Jamie giving me shit.
Mm-hmm. It's a new week, guys. Things are looking up.
It is. I can't wait. This is going to be a fun weekend. It's something new we're trying with like these sound bites remotely, but I hope it'll work. I haven't even tested recording a FaceTime, so I probably should do that in the next day or so.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Even with like a screen record?
I don't think so. I've tried. We can test it out, but I don't think you can. I don't there's something missing on it. It's either you don't get the audio. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Out.
Well, that will suck.
You'll figure you'll have a workaround.
That will suck.
It's okay. Did you guys see my little birthday gift I got from one of my members?
Hold on.
I did.
How cute is that?
That's so cool.
Jody Lynn has a question. Are you guys geographically in the same town?
Only Scott, Charlie, and I.
I'm the odd man out, Jody.
Yep.
I'm in Delaware. Everyone else is in Columbus, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not in Delaware, Ohio. I'm in Wilmington, Delaware.
Yes.
So no.
Yeah, I think it was called the murder capital of the world today on
Whatever. Yeah, it's fine.
It was?
Here. Wilmington is, they have a very high crime rate or shooting rate or fatalities rate.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. I stay out of the city though.
Yeah.
So Jody, Amy and I live fairly close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And Charlie's kind of like around the top of the circle.
Around the top of the circle. Yes, that's how I know Adam. Adam comes to my gym like once a week. We have meetings once a week. We talk a ton. I'm no biologist, but you look like a women cat. What does that mean? What's this?
I don't know what he's referencing.
So I'm sure we said something. Oh, does this look like a man? Maybe that's a girl. She has a ponytail and highlights and boobies under her chin. See. Anyway,
just because she's wearing pants. Come on. Girls wear pants.
The odd man out.
Oh,
that's cute, Bruce. You're always looking out for me. I appreciate that. Yes.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I was so aggressive.
I'm the odd woman out. Just a figure of speech.
So what is Delaware Punch?
No idea. Is that where they make Delaware Punch? I've never heard of Delaware Punch, so maybe not.
So I know they make Scrapple there.
Yes, they do.
Kat made me eat it when I was there.
So good. Did you like it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, right?
I'm not sure it would be like a daily thing for me, but I did. Like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's definitely
A little high in the sodium.
Yeah. But it's just, it's a pork product. It's delicious. It's breakfast meat. A breakfast meat. Yeah.
So Corey says to Google it. It was delicious when he was a kid.
Is he talking?
I'm doing that now.
Or the punch. Yeah, Jody, Scrapple's awesome. I'm very picky about my Scrapple, though. It needs to be sort of not so thickly sliced, and it needs to be very crispy on the outside. And I like it with maple syrup.
That sounds kind of good.
Very good with maple syrup. What we had was like that Delaware punch. Looks old.
Yeah. So it looks like it's a soda of some sort that comes in like a can or a bottle.
Holy Scrabble. Corey thinks we're eating Scrabble.
I mean,
yeah, not Scrabble.
Scrabble. Scott, where we got that is no longer business. That cute little breakfast joint.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah.
Was it because of the car accident and all that stuff, or just?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was just too much for them to handle. But yeah, that was a.
Yeah, it's one of those places you go in and they tell you their whole life story as you're waiting for your sandwich, and you don't mind hearing the whole life story because they're just cute.
Yeah, they are no longer.
People are cute, or the stories are cute.
The people were cute.
The people were cute.
It was like two moms,
not in like
two soccer moms that decided to open up a restaurant together, and they did, and it was great, and they had a really cute little menu and interesting food, and it was really good and fresh ingredients. And then the one lady got into like this massive car accident and was like laid up for 6 months within like the first 2 months of them opening up this small business. So I think that just kind of a damper on things, perhaps.
Got it.
I don't know. All right, guys.
Yeah, okay. And I think the husbands were running the grill.
Yeah.
And they just like hurried up back there, like treating it like it's your husband.
For sure. Yeah, it took forever. But anyway. All right.
All right, guys. With that, we will see everyone Thursday for quarterfinal show number 1, and then we'll be on every day throughout the weekend. With that, we will see you all next time on the Clydesdale Media Roundtable.